Uptown Rental Properties today is really the premier and largest student housing group around the University of Cincinnati. Another big area is market rate housing in Greater Cincinnati as a whole. In addition to that, we do some development and investing in Florida and a few other markets where we have smaller amounts of property. One of the core values of Uptown Rental Properties is our desire to make the city as good as we can make it. We really want to be and consider ourselves part of the fabric of the neighborhoods where we're doing business and we own.
Dan started the company in the 80s, a two-family at a time kind of thing, single family, two-family. He was a renovator and he was it. When I came in, we started expanding. We brought on some investors. We started buying more rehab properties. And so we just continued to build the team and doing rehabs, and then started developing new projects probably 12 years ago.
Right after we got across this 50 employee kind of threshold, employees really identified that there were some needs that they felt that the company wasn't addressing. And these were mainly around HR functions. And we had never had an in-house HR person here. All of the different responsibilities were just kind of spread out.
We had 3 or 4 of us that did pieces parts. So I would do a little here and somebody else would do a little there and somebody else would do a little here. But we didn't really have a whole program put together. We had done some job description things with some consultants, but we really never had a holistic program of how we looked at things. But as you transition and got bigger, what we as managers need to do is make sure we're taking care of the people who take care of the real estate. So as we continued that journey and had more people, it became apparent to us that we just didn't have that infrastructure. We didn't have the skill set, we didn't have the time, and we didn't have the organizational capacity to really focus on what we wanted to do to care for our people.
So we did a little research and digging around and found ALINITI. ALINITI really seemed like a great solution for us. Just the breadth of skill set that is available there for us. Our operation, our business is a little quirky in terms of how property management companies typically go. So in order to best serve us, they really had to dive in and understand our business. And they really made a commitment to do that and really spent the time to do that. You get the sense from them that they care about us as individuals and about whether this company is successful. And I think that comes through in every interaction with them. They helped us build out all of our new job descriptions, things that we had just a little bit of information on, but really dove into those roles so that people could understand why the role existed and what the expectations are for the role. So that if there were issues, then you were addressing those issues based on what that person understood that their job really was about. In talking with ALINITI and in working with them, it helped us develop those kinds of programs and plans that are sustainable. Quarterly reviews, check-ins with our people to make sure that people are being heard and seen and that we're helping them in whatever way we can.
And ALINITI for me has helped to provide the guidance and asking the right questions so that we can get to the direction that we need to get to handle the expansion of our business.
I think a firm like ALINITI really, as I said before, brings a whole package. They replace multiple HR people within an organization because of the way that they are structured and what they're doing for you. There's a lot of people that we need to help us bring that kind of stuff together. And a vision creation, that work is very different than job descriptions and review compliance, right? It's a very different skill set, and what they've been able to do is help us here and help us there because they do have a breadth of people available to do the work.
Business is always about the people that you have on your team. In order to be successful, you've got to have a great team behind you. And without that assistance from ALINITI, I would not see us being nearly as successful as we are today.